A low-voltage Wye-Start delta run motor is designed to operate at a lower voltage during the starting phase to reduce the high current draw. Once the motor reaches a certain speed, it switches to delta operation for higher efficiency. To convert a low-voltage Wye-Start delta run motor to high voltage, you need to follow several steps. Firstly, verify the motor specifications. Ensure that the motor is rated for operation at the desired high voltage. Consult the motor's nameplate and documentation to confirm its voltage rating. Secondly, reconfigure the terminal connections. Disconnect the motor leads from the existing starters. Connect the motor leads according to the high voltage delta configuration diagram. This diagram should be available in the motor's documentation or from the manufacturer. Thirdly, install new starters. Select and install starters rated for the high voltage load. Configure the starters for delta operation. The starters must be capable of handling the increased voltage and current of the high voltage system. Fourthly, configure the starting sequence. Program the starters to follow the Wye-Start delta run sequence. Start the motor in the Y configuration, which applies a low voltage. After a specified time delay, switch the motor to delta configuration, which applies the higher voltage. The time delay should be set to allow the motor to reach a sufficient speed before switching to delta. Additional considerations are important for a successful and safe conversion. Ensure that the motor's insulation system is rated for the high voltage. The insulation must be able to withstand the increased electrical stress. Use appropriate conductors and conduit rated for the high voltage. The wiring must be sized to handle the increased current and voltage. Install safety devices such as overload relays and fuses. These devices protect the motor and the electrical system from faults and overloads. Test and commission the motor after conversion to verify proper operation. This includes checking the motor's voltage, current, and temperature to ensure that it is running within its specifications. Remember that this conversion process should only be performed by qualified electrical professionals with experience in motor rewiring and high voltage systems. Working with high voltage electricity can be dangerous, and it is essential to follow all safety precautions. The motor's nameplate provides critical information, including voltage, current, horsepower, and speed. This information is essential for determining if the motor is suitable for the desired high voltage application. The high voltage delta configuration diagram shows how to connect the motor leads for high voltage operation. This diagram is essential for ensuring that the motor is wired correctly. Starters are electrical devices that control the starting and stopping of the motor. They also provide overload protection to prevent damage to the motor. The Wye-Start delta run sequence is a method of starting motors that reduces the starting current. This is important for preventing voltage dips and damage to the electrical system. Overload relays are devices that protect the motor from overloads. They trip and disconnect the motor from the power supply if the current exceeds a certain level. Fuses are devices that protect the electrical system from short circuits. They blow and disconnect the circuit if the current exceeds a certain level. Testing and commissioning are essential steps to ensure that the motor is operating properly after the conversion. This includes checking the motor's voltage, current, temperature, and vibration. It is crucial to consult the motor's documentation and the manufacturer's recommendations for specific instructions and precautions. Working with electricity can be dangerous, and it is essential to follow all safety procedures. This includes wearing appropriate personal protective equipment, such as gloves and eye protection, and energizing circuits before working on them. Improper conversion can lead to motor failure, electrical hazards, and safety risks. It is essential to ensure that the conversion is performed correctly and safely by qualified professionals. It's also important to consider the impact of the voltage change on the driven equipment. An increase in voltage may affect the speed and torque characteristics of the motor. Ensure that the driven equipment can operate safely and effectively at the new motor characteristics. Before commencing any work, thoroughly inspect the motor and its associated components for any signs of damage or wear. Address any issues identified before proceeding with the conversion. Keep detailed records of all work performed, including wiring diagrams, starter configurations, and test results. This documentation will be valuable for future maintenance and troubleshooting. It is advisable to consult with a qualified electrical engineer to review the conversion plan and ensure that it meets all applicable codes and standards. The electrical engineer can also provide guidance on selecting appropriate components and configuring the control system. After the conversion, implement a regular maintenance program to ensure the continued safe and reliable operation of the motor. This program should include periodic inspections, lubrication, and testing. Consider using a variable frequency drive, also known as a VFD, in conjunction with the converted motor. A VFD can provide precise control over the motor's speed and torque, further enhancing its efficiency and performance. However, ensure that the VFD is compatible with the motor and the high voltage system. Training personnel on the proper operation and maintenance of the converted motor is crucial. Ensure that personnel are familiar with the motor's control system, safety procedures, and troubleshooting techniques. It's important to understand the difference between Y and delta connections. In a Y connection, the three windings of the motor are connected in a Y shape with a common neutral point. In a delta connection, the three windings are connected in a triangle shape. The voltage and current characteristics are different for each connection. Also, consider the power factor of the motor. Power factor is a measure of how effectively the motor uses electrical power. A low power factor can lead to increased energy consumption and higher utility bills. Corrective measures, such as power factor correction capacitors, may be necessary. In addition to the electrical considerations, also consider the mechanical aspects of the motor installation. Ensure that the motor is properly mounted and aligned, and that the driven equipment is adequately supported. Vibration and misalignment can lead to premature motor failure. Furthermore, ensure that the motor's cooling system is functioning properly. Overheating can significantly reduce the motor's lifespan. Keep the motor clean and free from dust and debris, and ensure that the ventilation openings are not blocked. When selecting starters, consider the inrush current of the motor. Inrush current is the high current that flows when the motor is first started. The starters must be able to handle this inrush current without damage. Also, consider the ambient temperature in which the motor will be operating. High ambient temperatures can reduce the motor's capacity and lifespan. If the motor will be operating in a high temperature environment, consider using a motor with a high temperature rating. Another important consideration is the altitude at which the motor will be operating. At higher altitudes, the air is thinner, which can reduce the motor's cooling capacity. If the motor will be operating at a high altitude, it may be necessary to divert the motor's horsepower. For safety reasons, install a lockable disconnect switch near the motor. This switch allows the motor to be completely de-energized for maintenance and repair. Also, be sure to follow all applicable electrical codes and standards when performing the conversion. These codes and standards are designed to ensure the safe and reliable operation of electrical equipment. Remember to consult with a qualified electrical professional for assistance with the conversion process. They can provide valuable guidance and ensure that the conversion is performed correctly and safely. Before making any changes, document the existing motor configuration. This documentation will be helpful if you need to revert to the original configuration in the future. Also, take photographs of the wiring and connections before disconnecting them. These photos will serve as a valuable reference during the reconnection process. When working with electrical equipment, always use insulated tools. Insulated tools help to protect you from electrical shock. Also, be sure to wear appropriate personal protective equipment, such as gloves and eye protection. Before energizing the converted motor, perform a thorough inspection to ensure that all connections are tight and that there are no loose wires. Loose connections can cause overheating and electrical hazards. After energizing the converted motor, monitor its performance closely for the first few hours of operation. Check for any signs of overheating, vibration, or unusual noise. If you notice any problems, de-energize the motor immediately and investigate the cause. Remember that converting a motor from low voltage to higher voltage is a complex task that requires specialized knowledge and skills. It is essential to consult with a qualified electrical professional for assistance. The Electric Motor Warehouse.com website offers information on wye-delta motors. Always prioritize safety and follow all applicable codes and standards when working with electrical equipment.